What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to another episode of Fishing in the Northwest. I'm your host, Jack Snowser. Today we're going to be doing my top 5 winter bass baits that I throw ponds, pretty much anywhere. These are all killer baits for ponds, lakes, anything that you fish. But first, we have a small unboxing. I'm gonna be truthful about this. I completely forgot about this. This was like my part 3, I guess, to my Cabelas unboxing. They just completely sent it 3 days late. Don't know why. So let's just quickly unbox this. There's only one thing in here. I think. Could be 2. I'm pretty sure there's only one thing. Yeah, just one thing. Okay. So this is some PP Power Pro braided line, 50-pound test, 150 yards. Gonna be using this for punching strictly probably. I'll probably tie this on my Shimano Canon or Seanon. Something like that. So this is strictly punching, pretty much. Punching, flipping, anything like that. And it's some thick stuff. So, going with the high braid to get those fish. But let's get done with this and move on to the bulk of the video. So before me, that you probably can't see right now, but I'll show you. I have my top 5 early winter bass bait lures. So this is probably like Thanksgiving time, around then, when the ponds are not starting to freeze yet, but they're getting ready to. These can be some killer baits then. So probably my all-time favorite bait to throw in this time is a jerkbait. These baits are so killer. Love throwing these. I'll probably throw this on 12 to 15 pound fluorocarbon, something like that, in that range. And these baits just slay. I mean, nothing's better than an old-fashioned jerkbait, pretty much, other than a jig, which is also on this list. But these baits just slay. I use Flicks, Bomber Long A's, Husky Jerks, and gonna buy some Vision 110s for some Canadian fishing this summer. But mainly Flicks and Vision 110s are going to be my go-to jerkbaits. This is in the 120 size, but just a sick little bait right there. I usually get them in white shad or like a bluegill or a perch color. Probably shad for when I start, because I'm going to be starting fishing more lakes, and bluegill and perch are just our main forage in the Northwest. Okay, so next bait, number 2. That's like number 1. This is number 2. Next bait is a jig. Now, depends on what you're throwing. This is a little finesse jig, 3/8 ounce with a watermelon chigger craw on the back. Nice little bait right there. Good presentation. Pretty subtle. Just hopping that bait along the bottom. 12 to 15 pound fluorocarbon again. So forget the color on this, but it's just like a green pumpkin. So that is bait number 2. Next, we'll go on to bait number 3, and that is some type of Texas rigged or shaky head creature bait. This is the Havoc Pit Boss I have out. Just started throwing these. I'll probably throw these with 17-pound mono, something like that, just not too overkill or something like that. But these baits are good for Texas rigged pond baits, bullet weighted. These and a shaky head are killer. Just slowly moving these off the bottom. These will slay in the wintertime just for that reason. So that is bait number 3. So got the line, watermelon or green pumpkin color, So that is these 3 baits. And let's see, what's my 4th? Let's go with the Dropshot. Number 4 is probably another. I have not thrown this type of technique before. I'm just new to it, but it's what I've seen that is probably one of the most productive finesse early winter baits, and that is the Dropshot. Now I just got a Biospawn plasma tail Dropshot bait. You can use like Zoom finesse worms, trick worms, or something like that. Whatever you want to Dropshot, lettuce maybe. But that is that. And then I'll show you the hooks with them that I like to use. Just the finesse Dropshot wide gap 1/0. Comes with 6. Just Gamakatsu Trocar. Those are the only 2 hooks I use pretty much. Like I said, I'm new to Dropshot fishing, so I'm not sure. I'm still learning the basics of it. But I'm very excited to start Dropshotting this upcoming year. Probably throw that on 6 to 10 pound fluorocarbon or something like that, with just like a spinning 6/6 rod or something like that. But very excited to start throwing Dropshot. So we got the jerkbait 1, jig a close second, finesse jig. Football head jigs also work too, but I just find the finesse jig a little bit more subtle and just gets more bites. Number 3, some sort of creature bait or like shaky head worm. So that's 1, that's 3, 4, some sort of Dropshot. And then lastly, my 5th bait is a square bill crankbait. This is in like a red craw color. I don't throw too many crankbaits. I don't lake fish that much, so I don't have a huge crankbait arsenal. But it's built up a lot this past year, and since I'm fishing more lakes this upcoming summer, I will be throwing a ton of these. But I just grabbed this out of my mystery tackle box that I just got. But just a nice little square bill. And the thing about these actions, so when you're swimming this along and you pause it, these will like slowly suspend up, and that just gives off a different type of action. You can bump this off rocks, stuff like that, but it comes up and then it slowly surfaces. And that's what I've heard the best type of action is for these. And then going back to the jerkbait, but that's like a rip pause. I mean, it's whatever the fish are biting. You gotta find their cadence that they want, but that is how I like to fish those 2 types of bait. So and then let it pause, go up, pop, go down, up. Just irritates the heck. Then you get the rip, pause, and they seem to always hit it on that pause. I get most of my strikes when I'm ripping the bait and then through vegetation or something like that, then pausing it and then just come up and smack it. I caught a nice pike this summer on a jerkbait, husky jerk, just ripping that thing through what's it called? It's called cabbage in the up in Canada. It's just like submerged grass, best type of vegetation for pike to live, like their habitat. But just ripping it through there on the pause, this nice pike just smashed it. Probably the best one of my entire life. It was my best one, up to 35 inches. But that is just my top 5 winter baits. Now these can be thrown before the ice melts, and there's a small window after the ice melts. But I'll be doing these videos like seasonally, just to change it up, show you what I'm throwing out in the water due to the change of season, water temperature, anything like that. But that is the winter top 5 baits plus small Cabelas unboxing. Baits that will probably like always be in this video is definitely the jig and some sort of creature bait or Senko. I think that is all for today. Thanks for watching, guys. hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment down below. I may leave a price on these baits, maybe, if I get a chance. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time on the next episode of Fishing the Northwest. See you guys.